Magic mushrooms are currently a prohibited substance in Canada, or more specifically, mushrooms containing the active ingredient psilocybin are prohibited. This is the hallucinogenic substance in the mushroom, and it's listed as a Schedule III controlled substance. Possession of magic mushrooms is considered to be the same thing as possession of psilocybin and is subject to criminal prosecution. But new information about the therapeutic uses of psilocybin and magic mushrooms is emerging, especially for the treatment of anxiety and depression in palliative care patients. Last year, the Canadian government made an exemption in our drug laws that allowed 4 palliative care patients to try using magic mushrooms to treat end-of-life distress. Dozens more exemptions were approved following that, but now the pace of approvals for exemptions has slowed. Advocates are arguing to end the prohibition on magic mushrooms and to approve these drugs for therapeutic use. Here today to discuss what's next for this product, for this drug, is patient Thomas Hartle, the first person to access legal psilocybin in Canada. Will then be joined by the CEO of the advocacy organization TheraPsil, Spencer Hawkswell. Mr. Hartle, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you're doing well. Now, you were the first patient to receive a 1-year exemption that allowed you to use psilocybin as part of treatment, therapeutic treatment. And I think a lot of people want to know, how exactly is this drug used as a therapeutic?
Well, the drug is used as a tool, so it's a part of the therapy. It doesn't constitute the entire therapy itself. So where some people may think that it's similar to the way that other drugs are used, you take a pill and your problem goes away. Psilocybin-assisted therapy doesn't work like that. It's actually regular therapy and psilocybin added to a part of that therapy, which helps you to reach issues that are otherwise like a hot potato for you.
And when you say regular therapy, you mean like psychotherapy?
Right. So the actual therapy itself consists of a number of therapy sessions where you establish your relationship with your therapist, your expectations, the types of things you might expect while you are actually undergoing the psilocybin itself. Then you have the psilocybin session, and then they have what they call integration sessions following that, which help you to incorporate the things that you have gained from the experience.
And what exactly does that involve? What does it feel like to use this product, and what does it feel like to use it in therapy?
Well, psilocybin is a mind-altering substance, so it is absolutely a psychedelic. It has a number of physical side effects that you can experience while you're on it, shivers and difficulty controlling your body temperature, obviously differences to your vision and what you experience in an auditory. It has the ability to cross-connect some of your senses, so you can feel a sound or smell sights. It does things like that, but more importantly, it gets rid of some of the pathways in your mind that are your defaults. So for somebody like myself who has subjects where I have difficulty addressing my end-of-life distress, it allows me, instead of avoiding those things, to be able to accept them and embrace them more easily. And in that way, it allows me to deal with some of those issues in ways that I would not be able to otherwise.
So it's had a pretty significant impact on your quality of life.
Really significant, yes. In terms of just my day-to-day being able to live in the present moment has been very significant for me. So instead of having my thought processes wrapped up in the idea of my shortened lifespan that I have, I can focus more on being able to be present with my family and take part in the really meaningful things in life instead of thinking about death.
I'm happy to hear that's made a positive impact for you. And you had a 1-year exemption. What's the status of that exemption now?
My exemption expired on August the 4th. So I am now in the same position as a number of other Canadians who are going to be waiting for an exemption or a change in legislation to take place.